EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Go! He'll step up and run. Big opening up the middle. Still going. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Avante Turpin on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Carrying out for Jaden Blue. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
At the 29-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hook.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Number 35. A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll try and run the option left. Mark down at the 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Cougar 19.
Tight end going in motion here. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain
Pickens,
of 16
first catch.
yards.
And that's good for a first down.
Cowboys,
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away.
And he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Rams have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Cougar 19.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Let's go now.
Williams in motion. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He works free, right side, inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Rams. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Cardi now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams looking terrific here out of the gates. Already up 21-0. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, caught by Noel. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready, let's go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead, it's blue. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
79 Bronco. Go. Cougar night.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the dump.
3rd and long.
60 bucks. Set up. 60. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Back to the air one more time. He's got a man. That's Noah. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Got it. Ready?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Tag. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let it go. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but You got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
On the set.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
18, ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it. All the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, break. Go. Let go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. We'll call it a yard at most. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Get up. Ready.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st down.
And this is really just all about the second effort. I mean, they've got him stopped initially, but it's his ability to just continue to push through the initial contact, push forward to that 1st down marker, and he didn't get it by much, but that's a really good effort.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Rams. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Rams 28, Cowboys 3. Joshua Carney.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready. 72.
The drive starts with a carry on blue. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Josiah Stewart on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ready. Set.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
On the set.
It's 3rd and 4.
Come on. Set. Go. Ready.
He's got his man. That's Noel. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 60 Vice. 18 Rattler. 18 Hook.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
19 Lion. 70. 70 Timberwolf.
into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Smash, smash. Huh.
This is Blue. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, he could be coming back due to a flag.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second and 11.
Let go.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Williams in motion. It's first down, and they'll run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Okay,
Third and inches.
ready.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. Third and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that. Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Ready, go!
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Keanu Benton there for the stop.
Brings up third and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll try to run for it. Oh, the ball's out. The Cowboys have it. Boy, that hurts. He kept it. He was gaining yards there, but then turns it over, and the defense will take over.
I think that's one of those times, Mike, you'd love to see your quarterback just understand that it's over and get down. There's no need to take that hit, take that contact, and risk losing the ball. He already had a big gain, and now he turns the ball over, and the other offense gets their shot.
To gain 7. Brings up second and 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3.
18, Pioneer.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On first down, here's Blue. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Tag. 19, Tiger, 19, take over.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And the 11.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
34-yard line.
Here we go.
On the toss, they'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball,
Come on.
they're able to get you down for a loss.
19. Ready.
He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Got it. Ready. Get it. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Blue. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Cowboys.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This is 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now from the gun. There's a short run caught by Ferguson. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. I hit that a little too well, lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Williams in motion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup. Ready,
Now a stretch play. Running right. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, L.A.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
From the 41, here's second and 3.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Man in motion, heading right. Williams in motion. Now, faking the give, rolling right. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Okay, ready?
Third down, 3 to go.
Get it.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to have down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
And the Rams first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Let's go now. Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
They'll try and run the option left. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. As they'll say no. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Ready, set. Let's go now. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 32 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
A run with Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Martin. And the Rams are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Come on. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Okay, ready.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Get it.
Williams in motion.
70.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Ready,
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Gravity lying.
Williams in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Williams in motion.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready,
From
break.
the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready. 70, Timber Wolf. Steady.
Here's a toss as they look to run. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Come on, set. Liking 18.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
Tiger.
They will take a knee here. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Set.
3rd and 11.
60 Bison.
They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Cougar 19.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort and come away with the victory.